As we all know, the three essential nutrients for modern humans are caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol. But today, the machine responsible for delivering one of those crucial nutrients, caffeine, has broken down. This is our Philips 3200 espresso machine. Recently, the staff reported a strange grinding noise whenever they hit the brew button, and now they can't even drink their coffee. I need to fix this ASAP to keep my staff properly caffeinated so they can get back to working hard. I plugged it in, filled it with water, and hit the button. I waited for a bit, but I didn't hear any strange noise. It actually seems to grind fine. But wait, what's that dripping sound? Oh no, water is leaking everywhere underneath. Time to tear this open. I started taking the brew group apart, and wow! The diffuser, dispersion screen, and O-ring are caked in black coffee oil residue. We've been drinking coffee brewed through this. I added decalcifier to the ultrasonic cleaner first, then threw in the small parts. I also gave them a bleach bath and scrubbed the rest down. And then I reassembled the cleanly washed brew group components. The moving parts were completely caked with grease and coffee residue, so I gave them a thorough clean. Before reassembling, I applied food-grade super lube to all the moving parts. Now it moves super smoothly. However, I realized I could break this brew group down even more. This right here acts as the portafilter. Insert a screwdriver here, apply some leverage, and it pops out. Finally, I managed to take the entire brew group completely apart. As expected, this area is super dirty as well. Soaking it with an alcohol wipe for a bit made scrubbing it off way easier. If you open this up, you'll find another valve in here, which also needs a good cleaning. You can turn this part on the valve with a flathead screwdriver to pop out the small pieces inside. I cleaned this part with water and I put it back together. Now, let's move on to the grinder section. When I took it apart, there was a ton of old coffee sludge stuck all over the gasket. Next, I took a look inside the gearbox, but luckily, there didn't seem to be any big problems. So, I applied fresh grease inside the gearbox, reassembled it, and set the grinder back where it belongs. And with the cover back in place, the grinder cleaning is pretty much done. The biggest surprise of this repair had to be this spout right here. You can easily detach the silver plastic piece on the spout just by pulling it out by hand. To reach deeper inside, I tried popping off just the front cover. But since every piece was hooked together, I just had to take off every single panel. Once that was done, taking out a few screws on the front finally allowed me to remove the spout completely. As you can see here, the connected tube turned completely black as well. And when I popped the spout cover off with a pair of pliers, I was honestly shocked by what I saw inside. The black coffee residue had built up layer by layer, looking just like sedimentary rock. I disconnected the tube and pushed a cotton swab through, and this massive chunk of coffee gunk popped right out. So, I rinsed all the parts completely clean with water, then put the whole thing back together. Lastly, it's time to clean out the water tank. Most people in Korea just get drinking water from a purifier, so I hadn't been using an extra filter. If you look down at the bottom of the water tank, there's a piece that looks like a mesh strainer. You can get this off by carefully gripping and pulling it with some pliers. Look at all this black slime layered on here. It looks less like a drinking water tank and more like a drain pipe. After a whole lot of scrubbing, it came clean. But I really wish I could find a new replacement part for this. And there's actually one more hidden spot. The tube that connects the water tank's filter to the valve. Pushing down here pops the valve out, But this is absolutely insane. This isn't even just water scale anymore. It's straight up growing moss. After a hard scrub, a bleach soak, and a full day of drying, the water tank is finally fresh and clean. And then I popped in a brand new filter. Now, I just need to flush out the system a few times, but 3 red LEDs suddenly flashed, and I got hit with an error. Fortunately, turning the power off and on a couple of times cleared the error. I'm guessing the pump and lines just needed to be primed. Still, the water wasn't running clear yet, so I tossed in a coffee oil removing tablet. After running it once, there was still part of the tablet left, so I gave it another cycle. Still, the water wasn't coming out completely clear, so I ran it through a few more times. And finally, the water started running crystal clear, so I decided to pour a shot of coffee. The grinder is running smoothly, and the coffee is pouring nicely from both nozzles. Now, for the moment of truth. Let's see if that nasty broken flavor is finally gone. 좋은데? To double check, I served up some iced Americanos for my staff. They all said the coffee turned out really good. They mentioned that the coffee had a noticeably clean flavor. Now that my test subjects survived, I was ready to enjoy my coffee. Years ago, a friend gave me a tip. Pulling the shot straight onto the ice makes for a way better iced Americano. Now that it's all ready, let's see how this coffee tastes. It literally had a completely clean taste. I realized this is exactly what happens if you run a coffee machine without taking care of it. I hope you guys regularly clean your machines according to the manufacturer's manual. Honestly, after seeing all this, I'm giving up on fully automatic coffee machines. I made up my mind to just go with instant coffee mix instead.